Back here in Columbus, the fans are hungry for a win today, and yesterday I was hungry for a burger. So we continued our autumn-long quest for the best burger in the Big Ten. We're in the German Village district of Columbus, a good 10-minute drive away from the football stadium. But there's a reason you come this far out to get a burger, because this is the Thurman Cafe. This place has been around for 80 years, owned by the same family the whole time. I think I'm going with the A1 burger. It's one of their most popular burgers. Let's see how it's made. All right, so here's the A1 burger. They obviously use tons of A1 sauce. They add Swiss cheese, lettuce, tomato, raw onion, and they top it off with fried battered onion straws. Oh, buddy. Thank you. Look at that thing. Man, this is good. It's big, but really good. Okay, that was big, juicy, and fantastic. I give the Thurman Cafe and the A1 burger 4 Ryan days. That there was one of those like 5 napkin things where you just keep wiping your face. That's like a 5 napkin burger. And I gotta say, that's one of those burgers that our next guest probably hasn't had in years. Look at the good shape that Joshua Perry is in.
The check is in the mail. The check is in the mail.
Check is in the mail. Yes, thank you very much. Joshua and Tyvis, of course, played football together. And there's a lot of plays we could show from your time together, but there's one in particular that I think really stood out that just summarizes the two of you together. Cope, can we run that play of, okay, here it is. So there's Joshua Perry, right? He's number 37, and he's teammates. Okay, this is just him celebrating, but there's one play in particular where he makes a big play. Tyvis, do you know where I'm going with this?
Oh, I do.
Here it is.
Look at it.
There's the pick.
Yeah.
Joshua, and here's what happens. Tyvis is ready to celebrate, and he runs away from him. And then he jumps up and falls down.
That's what he gets for running away from me. You're supposed to celebrate with me first.
You know, the whole thing was actually bad, though. I get the interception. It's a 0 return. And then I'm supposed to celebrate with Tyvis.
Yes.
And then I start running away. I jump up, and then I fall down. It was a whole bad play.
What was it like playing with him?
Tyvis was great. He's a great teammate. I was trying to think of a story I could tell that was appropriate for TV about Tyvis, and there aren't many, but one thing I will say is we both went through some struggles our freshman year.
We did.
And we handled it very differently. I was more of a moper, and Tyvis was a smiler. So he would go into meetings, and coaches would be very animated with him, and he would just smile in their face.
Yes.
And it used to make them even more animated.
Exactly.
So, you know, Tyvis, Mr. Positive.
Well, you know, in 2014, Joshua, it's a play that I have to talk about. 2014 against Michigan State. You know, we're down in East Lansing. They're running the ball. And it's this play in particular where I had to come up and make this tackle, and I had some choice words after I made this tackle. Please walk us through it and tell us what happened with the linebacker's fits.
So this is the thing, is Tyvis played safety. And so if you watch football, you know that he's lined up at least 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Me as a linebacker, I'm about 4.5 yards off the ball. I've got responsibilities in the run and the pass. Tyvis can be a little bit late to the party.
That's true.
In the run game. And
That's
so
true.
we're struggling with these, you know, counter plays and these powers with Michigan State. And Tyvis runs down to us after one play and looks us in the eye and said, "What's up with the run fits?" And I said, "Listen, Skinny, we'll stand back there and make sure they don't throw it over our heads." So that's kind of how
I think it's a legitimate question. He's mad at me because I held him responsible for his job.
You were sitting back there just yelling. You weren't doing anything.
Didn't they preach the accountability to us?
Okay, all right.
Just wanted everybody to know that.
You know,
we had a problem.
When you see camaraderie like this, you understand the success this program has had for so long. I will say, I want both of your opinions on something. I tell people all the time that are like casual college football fans and aren't like invested all the time. What we're seeing with Alabama and Ohio State the last decade and a half, it's unprecedented.
Yes.
Nobody is this good at this level for this long. In the century and a half, you might have 4 or 5 years of good football, and then you have a down year. But in a century and a half of college football, we've never seen it. What is it about this program? Different coaches, different players, they continue to be this good the last 15, 17 years.
I think it's recruiting. It starts there. You got to get great players within the program, and Ohio State has done that year after year, and it continues to build. It's almost like you get a really good player, you develop them, you show recruits what you can do with those players, and more guys want to come in. Then you hire the right coaches, and I think that's where a lot of schools end up missing. They'll have a ton of momentum. A coach will leave. They'll hire the wrong guy, and it's done. But the player development really stands out to me, too. And so when you couple those 3 things with the power of the Block O and the brand of this university, great things tend to happen.
I agree with everything he said. One thing that I will add is that it is a family environment. Recruits that come down here, they feel that when they come in. They're loved. They're going to be coached hard, but they know it's all out of love, and they want to see the best out of them. And Ohio State does a great job of developing that.
So here's what I like about you saying it's a family atmosphere.
Yes.
When we say it's a family atmosphere, we mean it. There are family members here today. Look at Joshua Perry's mom and dad in attendance. Would you call your mother, please?
My wife is standing next to my mom, and
Where's
she
Maddie?
turned around.
Yes. Maddie,
She's trying to hide right
Hi,
now. There she is.
All right, you two were great college football players, and playing the game it's part science, but a lot of it is art. You can't plan everything. You got to react to the moment. So with that in mind, I want to see how good of an artist the two of you are. So we're going to bring up some easels here.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
We're going to put 30 seconds on the clock, and you guys have to make sure to draw the legendary mascot that is Brutus.
Oh, boy.
This is going to be good.
All right, now, I want everyone here to be ready because you're going to judge the winner with your noise afterwards. So everybody pay attention. Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock, and hit it. Okay, so already Joshua's going with a bigger head, which I could make a joke about him, but I won't. Maddie would like it, though. Meanwhile, Tyvis is blocking the camera as much as he can, but we're going full body. Looks like a jack-o'-lantern on top with the legs.
That's fine.
Okay.
As long as they get the idea.
Yeah. 15 seconds left. Wow. Look at this. I think Joshua's already getting booed.
I hope we ain't doing stick figures over there, are we, Josh?
No, we'll be all right.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we have someone to judge. Here, Brutus, come stand right here. Right here. Let's just get a side-by-side comparison. Okay, we can see Brutus 1.
Now you
Real
have to
Brutus.
understand, I'm more of a minimalist here.
Oh, no.
So I'm going for the minimalist style. You gotta clean it up.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No.
I mean, come
No.
on, guys.
No.
All right,
No.
it's
No.
very
No.
clean. It's
Here we
very
go.
neat.
Here we go.
Actually, it's
Audience
good.
vote. Audience vote for Joshua's with your noise. Let's hear it. Audience vote for Tyvis's.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
emphatic.
I appreciate
Walk
you.
off.
Thank you.
Walk off. Joshua is calling the game today with Mark and Michelle. Have fun in the game there, buddy.
Hey, thank you.
Brutus saying first home game ever here was in 1890. The Buckeyes lost to Worcester 64-0, but that was a long, long time ago. Things have changed since then. You know, not that long ago, there was a running back named Antonio Pittman, and could he run the pigskin? From 04 to 06, he was wearing the scarlet and gray, ran for more than 1,000 yards, 2 different seasons, won the Fiesta Bowl in 05, made it to the BCS National Championship game in 06, and is now standing by with us. Antonio Pittman, ladies and gentlemen. In my life as a college football fan, the 2 greatest games that I ever saw in person or on TV was that legendary Rose Bowl with Texas and USC, and the 06 Michigan-Ohio State #1 versus #2 game,
Big game.
42-39. Winner goes to the national championship. You were in that game. You were on that team. What was it like?
It was great. It was a great feeling. Starting the season off #1 and then having to play it all the way out to the end. And then the hype that led up to that game, Bo Schembechler passing away the night before the game.
The night before.
But the crazy story between Bo Schembechler and my family is my father was coached by Bo in high school at Barberton. So when I was getting recruited, Bo wrote me a handwritten letter when I was in Akron Bookville to actually try to recruit me to Michigan.
Holy cow.
So it was all like a full circle life experience just the night before that game leading up to it, and then coming out here getting a victory, breaking a long one, me and Beanie both breaking 2 long runs, and then just capping off our season as Big Ten champions.
Pretty amazing.
Absolutely.
You keep a close eye on these Buckeyes, I know, because
For sure.
I'll follow you. Since you've been gone,
Yep.
what running back have you admired the most that's come through Ohio State?
All right, so it's going to be a couple.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
I'm going to go with Carlos Hyde.
Okay. Flexing on him.
I'm going to go with Carlos Hyde. I'm going to go with Mike Weber.
Okay.
He was good.
And I really, really like Mayan Williams right now.
Okay, I
Well-
like the physicality.
Well, the physicality, just the versatility, and then when you just break it down, just that in-state, that grind, that appreciation for guys that run in between the tackles that
Yeah.
like to make things happen themselves.
I like that.
Mayan was great last week in the second half when they needed someone to run that clock down, get some big yards. I assume you watched the game. What were your thoughts on the team one weekend?
For sure. I think with Mayan, it's been consistent throughout the course of last year and leading up into this year. It's just when he gets the opportunity to get going, he's a volume runner that needs a lot of carries to get himself motivated to get going and get into the flow of the game. But overall, I mean, when the offense was stagnant and it really wasn't getting the ball going and getting things moving, Mayan was the guy that led the train, and they rolled him out to the end zone. And you can see when they tried to do a quick rotation and he subbed the other running back out, and I was pumping for him for that one, for sure.
7 years ago,
Yep.
you did a really cool thing. You took a turn in your life and you graduated from the Fire Academy.
Yeah.
You are a firefighter. What
Yeah.
made you want to do that?
I just think just the grind of life. That was my purpose. I felt like, you know, I had a couple things going in life, and I just needed something that was physical, something that put me back into the game, something that would just challenge me mentally, physically, and then just a way that I could just give back to my community, especially Columbus, a place that gave me so much, a kid from Akron. So I got into the Fire Academy. I took a journey all through Dayton and Centerville and Middletown working, and then I finally got back here 3 years ago. So now I'm stationed out west on Sullivan Avenue. So it's just been a grind.
Now that you're a firefighter,
Yeah.
what football characteristics and traits translated into you becoming a successful firefighter?
I think everything. I think just the whole process of just understanding the grind, understanding just manual labor, understanding the difference between being hurt and being injured, being
Yes.
tired and being just unable to perform. I think it's just high levels of the day and just the way that the course of the firehouse changes. You can go from 1 minute to just being stagnant, standing still, and then within seconds a fire bursts out, and now you're just running for your life and trying to just help everyone at the drop of a dime. So the transition has been great. I'm actually doing something really big with the university and a couple universities of trying to help recruit more firefighters. So with our chief, Chief Hap, me and Jordan Leisure, a former Buckeye who's a firefighter now, creating a program, trying to get an internship and get student athletes to come ride with us and see the transition.
That's cool.
We have some pictures of you in action, and some pictures of you doing this, which is a really cool thing because you fighting fires is a legitimate. You are doing serious work here, and it is not to goof around. You are a legit hero. You don't waste time. We would like to waste your time. We would like to do something not at all serious. We're going to set a fire right here, and we're going to see if you can put it out by only using this water bottle. I promise you the wind just picked up this second, hilariously.
Let me help you, man.
Yeah. This is live TV. And you are going to be able to put this out with only a water bottle. All right, here we go. So this is on fire. This is a danger. We need a hero. Can he be a hero, ladies and gentlemen?
There we go.
He did
We're
it!
good, man.
Antonio Pittman.
He saves the day again.
And here is something that makes people smile, watching Ted Ginn Jr. play football. From 04 to 06, he was a wide receiver and a kick returner. 6 punt return scores, 2 kickoffs, Big Ten records for him. Played in the NFL for 14 years. He is a Buckeye legend, and he is joining us on stage here on Big Ten Tailgate. Ted, I knew very young in life I was not fast. When did you know you were fast?
I'll probably say when I was 12.
Yeah, what happened?
I took my team to the championship. We played in a playoff game, and I scored 3 times, but I ran a keeper, and it was just like I was just outrunning everybody, and then I just took that, and it just ran with me.
Ted, we know you had an incredible career at wide receiver, but I also know back in the day in high school you was really good at defensive back. If you could go back into time, would you stay on the defensive back side?
I probably would for the money. But, I enjoy, making people feel good.
Yeah.
Catching the ball, running it, and, juking and doing the things that I do, kind of made me who I am.
Yep.
I don't think I'm no real big hitter, but I can cover.
If you cover like Dion, you ain't got to hit.
I can still cover, but as far as coming down and hit somebody like Pittman, I think I can't do that.
By the way, your money's none of my business, but I think you did okay based on this. This is gorgeous. Number 19, it is making us blind. I love it.
Yeah, first round night pick.
You have a junior on your name because of your father, Ted Ginn Sr. He got to coach you in high school, and you're now coaching with him. What's that been like?
Oh, man, it's been a joy. One of the things that I want to do is just get back with the fam. I've been gone for so long, doing my deal on my career and different things like that. So one of the things that I could be with him about or be with him all the time was going and getting his field. Being a coach, spending time with him, spending time with the kids, and just having, the success that we have, just putting the joy back into the community and keep doing what we've been doing.
Ted, we all know that we lost to Florida, and in that loss, you got hurt after taking the opening kickoff to the house.
You're talking the national championship
game against Florida. If you didn't get hurt, would it have been a different outcome?
For sure.
I love it. Love the confidence.
Trent was going to let me go. That was kind of like my last hurrah, and the game plan was real big for me. I hate that, Buckeye Nation couldn't see it. But, I gave him a glimpse by, going out and doing the kickoff. So if I'd have played, we'd definitely be Florida.
Yeah.
Love it.
This is a current Buckeye team that has some legit weapons offensively. They led the country in scoring last year, 45 points a game. Who on this year's team would you love to play with?
11.
Yeah, why?
That guy's amazing to me, especially last year. I watched him catch a pass in the back of the end zone, put the opposite foot down. It's just been a joy to watch that guy play, Last year, Deuce was my favorite guy, This year, I'm going to go with 11, Big ups to Brian Hartline, for doing what he do for them guys. But that guy right there just got some great hands,
yes,
man.
He
and he runs some great routes. And the things that he do, I wish I could do.
Yep.
You spent your whole career receiving the football, right? As a wide receiver, the ball came to you. As a kick returner, the ball came to you. But I know you have skills in other areas.
Yes.
I know you can throw a football with heat and with aim. So we've got a target right here. And if you would like to just go ahead and show us your arm and make the people happy. No! Try it again, Ted! Come a little closer. No, Ted!
He got the
Ted!
Ted.
So going on.
He got the heat behind it for sure.
Donardo's strong. He's so strong. Yes! Get it again. One more time. Get it. Get up close.
He definitely got some,
Get up close.
some heat behind that. Yeah.
Get in there. Get in there, Ted. There it is!
Y'all got something behind that. That hole about this big.
You did it. You made the crowd happy. Thank you. Ted Ginn Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Back to you in Chicago. Back here in Columbus, I'm Mike Hall. You remember that 1988 cinematic adventure Twins, where Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito played twins? Well, I used to think that was a movie, but I know now it was a documentary. You see, last week was the first week that I hosted Tailgate, and I walked away feeling pretty good about it, but it wasn't until the end of the day when I was at home watching Ohio State play Notre Dame that I heard the announcers constantly talking about how great I was. And I was like, I'm flattered that people are talking about me, Mike Hall, but I was a little confused, so I had to do some research.
And they came into camp wondering who might take over up front. They said, guys, Michael Hall is dominant. Mike Hall is having a night.
Hi, I'm Mike Hall, and this is Mike Hall.
It was surreal, looking at myself, but yet a completely different person. Not being able to believe my eyes. A full-fledged doppelganger. My twin. 2 people, 1 name, and maybe 1 soul. It started back on signing day.
Who is this fellow we're highlighting? Oh, it's Mike Hall! You guys, how excited are you to say, wow, what a great play by Mike Hall for the next 4 years?
Hey, Mike.
Yes?
We're not going to confuse him with you.
But it really heated up this past week. Specifically, Saturday night. Everyone was talking about me and my twin. I had to see how close we really were.
Okay, favorite food on 3. 1, 2, 3. Pizza. Whoa. How much do you weigh? 1, 2, 3. 290. Whoa. What's your favorite TV show? 1, 2, 3. Peppa Pig. Whoa.
The more and more we spent time together, the more I realized this was no fluke. We had everything in common. Spending time together, I realized at some point, no one could tell us apart.
Hey, great game last week, Mike Hall.
Hey, thanks, man.
You might think, nah, this is too good to be true.
Hey, what's up, bud?
What's going on? Hey, I just wanted to let you know that some people call me Michael Hall Jr. instead of Mike Hall.
But it wasn't too good to be true. We are basically the same person. Impossible to tell one Mike Hall from the other. Be honest. Can you tell who is who?
That's it from Columbus. I'm Mike Hall. Let's get back to the show.